And no excuses. Nobody cares if you're hurt. Nobody cares if the other teammates ain't stepping up. You're expected to win. Now in L.A., when you go to L.A. and you play with the best player in the world, you're expected to win. When you play for a franchise such as Boston, L.A., even Miami Heat, you can throw it to them, and Golden State, you're expected to win.
Shannon, you agree with Shaq?
100%. And Shaq also mentioned he's going to play with another great player. He said, best player in the game. That's what Shaq said. Now, I'm not here to dispute Shaq when he says something. Shaq said...
I guess technically he's right because Kevin Durant's out.
So no. Best player of the game. That's what Shaq said. But Shaq is absolutely right. Anthony Davis wants to win. Jen mentioned it earlier. He forego $34 million. Had an opportunity to get $239. He's going to have to settle next year for $205. He was willing to forego that. To have an opportunity to play on a big stage. He says, I'm more concerned with my legacy than my payday. He made that abundantly clear, didn't he, Skip Bayless? He said, I want out. And he took avenues to make sure he could have someone that could help him get out, Skip. Get out.
Okay.
Yeah, out of there. So, with that being said, when you play for the Lakers, and as a big, this goes back to Minneapolis, Skip, you go Mikan, you go Chamberlain, you go Jabbar, you go Shaq.
Ooh.
Anthony Davis is considered a big.
Yes.
When you go to L.A. and you are big, you are required, you are expected, you are demanded to deliver a title. Anthony Davis knows what the expectations are. He's fully aware of those expectations. I expect him and LeBron James to deliver what LeBron said last year. His goal was to bring a title to the Lakers. Anthony Davis says, I want to play winning basketball for a franchise that's going to put me in situation, because this is not just about LeBron. This is also about the transition from when LeBron leaves. Now we're in place. We got a 26-year-old that can step right in, and he'll be the pillar of the Lakers for years to come. The pillar. So with that being said, Skip Bayless, I have no doubt in my mind, Anthony Davis, AD, was fully aware of what he was getting himself into.
You think so?
And he knows, if I'm going to a fight, Skip, there are certain people, like if you go into a fight where you say, you know what, give me Mike Tyson, give me Johnny Bones Jones. Well, that's what AD got. He came to the Lakers knowing he was going to have to get into a fight, and he got Johnny Bones Jones and Mike Tyson in their prime. Yep. He got a guy that can go to battle with him.
LeBron's more of a lover than a fighter.
Whatever.
I don't know.
He
can play basketball. I don't know about fighting.
See, LeBron don't want to put them paws on people, because once you put paws on people, Skip, it changes the perception of how people view you.
Really?
Yes.
Well, maybe they'd be more afraid of him.
No. You don't want, no. We talking about the general public. We talking about the consumer. Because LeBron is a pitch man. He got to sell products. You don't want to buy no product from a man that put paws on another man, do you?
Well, do you want to buy products from a man who keeps spitting out F-bombs and S.A.?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
I mean, a little curse word here and there. Skip, everybody curses here.
Everybody curses.
Look
okay.
here and there.
I don't know. So, I cannot tell you how much I disagree with every point you just made, because there's the oldest saying of all, which is, be careful what you wish for. I believe he wished upon a star. Take me to Hollywood. Please, Richie Paul, get me out of here. Get me to LeBron. He has no earthly idea what he just got himself into. Ask Dwight Howard what he got himself into, because once upon a time, Dwight said, going to Hollywood. How'd that work out?
Now, the white mindset ain't like AD. AD, yeah.
Okay, I don't know about that.
Dwight Howard want to joke, and he want to be a stand-up comedian. He want to key and do all that playing around. AD come to get that work in.
Kobe would not stand for it,
right?
Kobe said no, and Laker Nation condemned Dwight, right? Dwight just can't live up to our standards. All of a sudden, Anthony Davis, just forgive me for saying this, but New Orleans is the equivalent of the NBA shadows when it comes to pressure and expectation. So he just went from the shadows to the brightest, hottest spotlight in all of sports. All of sports.
No question.
And it's the LeBron Lakers spotlight in Hollywood. Because of the tradition and the legacy of the big men, that even doubles the pressure on Anthony to live up to that, let alone to live up to LeBron. I've told you from the start, the man you call the GOAT has always had a scapegoat. everywhere. It was Chris Bosh in Miami. The first time around in Cleveland, it was the whole roster. Everybody was a scapegoat.
Really? Was that roster good?
Yeah, it was decent. It was pretty good.
Decent.
Yeah, it was decent. They got swept by my Spurs, but that was LeBron's fault. But he never gets blamed, and that is the point. LeBron, no figure in the history of sports has ever been more protected by the media than LeBron James has. The media loves LeBron. Why? I don't know.
Did they hate Jordan? Did they hate Magic and Bird?
They kind of hated to love Jordan.
They love Magic and Bird.
Okay, different vibe because they were rivals. So somebody had to win, and there was no real loser in that one. Like you root for one side.
LeBron got no contemporary.
Okay, got no contemporary.
He got none.
Kevin Durant, but he's completely unlovable, right? He makes himself more unlovable by the day until he finally got hurt. Maybe he became something of a sympathetic figure because he finally ruptured his Achilles tendon, right? So in LeBron's case, he plays the media like a violin, like a virtuoso violin, because he gets what happens is he constantly drops hints on social media. How many followers does he have? Like 50. He's got 43 million on Twitter and 50 on IG. So that's a lot of followers, and he's constantly dropping passive-aggressive hints of, I don't have enough help.
He said that one time. He said that one time.
It's his constant refrain. It's the constant default position for LeBron James. I just don't have enough help. He's not living up or he's not living up, but it's always subtle between the lines, and it allows the media and all of his followers just to leap to the conclusion, his fault. He's letting him down because LeBron can't fail, but when he epic fails, it has to be, it's Anthony's fault. Watch what happens. He'll become the new Kevin Love. You were all over Kevin Love day after day after day. Kevin Love's a really good player. Really good. He's an all-star. Huh?
Anthony Davis is great.
Okay, he's better certainly than Kevin Love, but Kevin Love's pretty good. Kevin Love just got dumped on right and left day after day.
At least Anthony Davis could get his team to the playoffs. He might have didn't win but one series. What was Kevin Love doing in Minnesota?
Nothing. 6 years, nothing. No playoffs. I got it. But then he was a key piece. He did a lot of good things for LeBron.
He did a lot
James.
of bad things, too.
Yeah, he did a lot of good things. He was a reason that they won the championship.
I'm not here to poo-poo on Kevin Love. Kevin Love, he helped. The trade proved to be wise. Letting Andrew Wiggins go to Minnesota for Kevin Love was the best thing. They didn't think about it at the time, but it was one of the best things. Skip, you mentioned, say, the bright lights of Hollywood. It's almost like, Skip, performing at the YMCA and then going to Broadway. It doesn't get any better than Broadway. You know, you performing at the YMCA, that's what, like, he's a really good actor for the Y. But then you go to Broadway, you're like, he's terrible.
Yeah, and you're talking about the Y. You're not even talking about off-Broadway. You're talking about
the YMCA.
Y all the way to Broadway.
Yes.
I would agree with your analogy in this case.
Yes.
Because you're going to wake up and say, wow. And now the syndrome starts because most people think LeBron is the GOAT. I don't know if most. Today's media thinks he's the GOAT. Well, that means that AD has now assumed the title of scapegoat.
No.
Whether he likes it or not, he is the new scapegoat.
Let me ask you a question. When Jordan lost, did they blame Scottie Pippen?
Nope.
Okay, then. So they're not going to blame AD?
No, it's different. Very different because everybody knew it was Michael or bust. And when did he lose? Let's see. He went to 6 finals. Oh, he won all 6. Well, he got 6 MVPs. Well, so who's to blame?
Well, before Scottie got there, he got swept in the first round all 3 times.
Yeah.
But that's nothing.
What happened when those? When he grew up.
When he came back.
Yeah.
And they had a 2-1 lead, and then they beat the brakes off him. You remember Orlando with Shaq and Penny and Nick Anderson? The last remember I have of him, he got to having the ball stole from him by Nick Anderson, and he dunked it on him. You remember that?
Are you still trying to fight this battle? You've lost it so many times. It's lame. It's ancient. It's prehistoric. It's over.
Title.
You lost.
When we get this title, then what are you going to say then?
Well, that's nothing because I don't have to say anything because it's not going to happen.
It's going to happen.
Yeah.
I know that's. You know what? You might even be more upset with Bron and AD winning a title than you was Kawhi. How will you survive this 2 years in a row? And I'm going to be right here beating that drum.
Really?
If it's 2 years in a row.
50 cases, you want to up it?
No, I'm good.
Make it 75.
No,
I'll take it right now.
I'm good right here.
You've got a chance to get number 2. Yeah, but you don't want to take that chance because you don't want the pressure to mount on your man.
First of all, if we were to get Kawhi, Kawhi, LeBron, and AD, we win 75 games. You know that, I know that. So I don't want
You're going to play 3-on-5.
No.
Right?
Even with some role players, what they going to do? Look at it. We got 2 of the top 5 defensive players in all of basketball.
Yeah.
We got the number 1 and at worst case, number 3 two-way player in all of basketball.
Yeah. And you know what you'd have? You'd have 3 guys who can't close. That's what you'd have.
Skip.
Yeah.
We know that LeBron James is the best playoff closer in all of basketball. He made more clutch game-winning shots than anybody.
You know, actually, that is false.
That's not very false.
You know what? You'd actually be better off with Kyrie than number 2 because he can close.
Well, why didn't he close for Boston?
He did a lot.
Well, I couldn't tell.
Yeah.
Won one game against the Bucks and just got up out of Dodge.
Yeah. Well, right now we're talking about Anthony Davis. Be careful what you just wished for because you got it.
Well, that's what I wished for.
You got it times 10, times 1,000.
That's what I wished for.
Yeah.
I used to lay in my bed at night thinking, man, I sure wish I could get on a show where I can bust Skip up on the daily.
Yeah.
And God would ask me every day. He said, Shannon, are you sure? I said, God, if you just give me that one opportunity,
Yeah.
I promise you I'll bust him up on the red.
I just can't wait